Well, we survived the storm. It was a mighty storm. The ship sank, the sails ripped apart, um, everyone got wet, and except me, because I got lucky enough to sit in front of my favorite place, the Masonic Temple. But yeah, except my friends that run it, I usually go in there. They actually let me use their stage to rehearse on and stuff with my guitar and my keyboards and shit. But which actually today would have been great. But anyway, uh, yeah, it's kind of tough sometimes because they always say I'm more than welcome to come over and hang out and do that. And I always feel like I'm taking advantage of something. And they're like, dude, you've been around Toronto for so many years in so many bands, and but just through BFG and Teenage Head and stuff like that, you got such a following that like who's gonna? Don't worry about it, man. Just walk in the door and bring your guitar. I mean, some days obviously they're busy and they can't do stuff because there's always something going on. Because people rent it for other things. But I'm trying to set up a thing where Steve Goof and I, singer from Bunch of Fucking Goose, are going to put together a little video thing of just him and I. You know how you see these things on, just different shows, someone interviewing a singer or whatever, and they're just talking music and talking, just like a casual conversation, but it's a one-on-one, no fancy backdrop, nothing, just almost like a green room type idea. But so that's what him and I are trying to do. So I'm trying to see if the guys at the concert hall, that being the Masonic, I've already got them thinking about it. They might let Steve and I start our concept of doing that kind of video of him and I talking about our old memories from back when I joined the band way back in the 80s. Just about, old memories of the band and people we still have, people we've lost, how the band has progressed, and the fact that after 42 years now the band is still jamming on, and there's still it's great. And now that the hardcore punk scene is picking back up in Toronto again. It's much different though, because the audience is much different because now it's millennials and stuff. And what they take as punk rock is like Prince. It's so fucking weird. But only just because Prince was out there, right? He wasn't afraid to show who he was and the fact that he was different and he approached things in a different way. In all ways that no one else did, and so they kind of think that is like a punk thing somehow. I don't fucking get that. But anyway, whereas I grew up with things like, well, look, I'm wearing a Damned T-shirt. Most people don't even know who the Damned were or are. I mean, they're still around. They're still doing shows in England and shit. But anyway. And they were the true originators of punk, just so you know. And anyways, but then we've got the tourists coming about, all up there on the lorry, on the bus, kind of like London Pride. It's basically the same thing, which is actually really cool, because if you're a tourist or even if you live here, it's like so cool. You pay, I think it's maybe $12 or $20 for a ticket. Just the same way as it is in London, and you're good for like 24 hours. So yeah, and it stops right in front of my building where it just did, and yeah, that's my building right there behind me. But and it stops, and you just get on and just roll around the city, and get off wherever the hell you feel like, and when the next one comes around, maybe like. Usually about an hour on rotation, I want to say. You just jump back on and carry on going. It's like the best way to get around. Fuck the subway and fuck the streetcars and shit. as fun as it is to ride around on streetcars, and if you've never done it, it's really fun. When you have to do it all the time, it's not very fun. Subway, same thing. The subway here is boring, you know. There's really not much to it, and it breaks all the time. Every subway breaks. I mean, that's the nature of that, you know. I mean, you want to fucking go on a fucking subway, go to London, the deepest, biggest in the world. But anyway, yeah. And then you got New York, of course. Can't leave that out. And then there's, you know, cool things like that. Guy's fucking soaked. And he's still out riding. Good on him. And yeah, so that's it. So the rain just stopped. And it's clearing up pretty good now. It's moving pretty quick though, eh? If you look up there how fast those clouds are moving. They're rolling along. So, oh yeah, there's more coming. So I'm gonna get back the fuck up there because I have to feed the cat. Lulu!